Hey friends, welcome back to my channel, and if you're new here, welcome. In today's video, we are going to look at the Huda Ube collection. I picked this up, I think I got it like last weekend, and I've been dying to do this video because I really want to try this out with you. So we are going to try on all three products in the collection, and then there's one comparable product that I'm going to show you to the lip gloss, which I'll show you that when we get to it. And yeah, that's what we're going to do in this video. So if that sounds like something that interests you, then keep on watching. So like I said, we're going to look at the Ube collection. I want to give you a little bit of background on it. I actually had to go back and watch Huda's video. She has like a 7 or 8 minute video on the collection. She talks about the inspiration. The inspiration is that she loves ube birthday cake. She's had it like 3 or 4 years in a row for her birthday. And she loves it, so she wanted to do something innovative and different. Her loose powders are extremely popular. I really like them myself. I have 3 different shades in her powders, and yeah, I have 2 of the other products, but just in different shades, and so I really like them, and I'm very, very curious to try this out. And anyway, I went back and I watched her video, and while it's fresh in my mind, I'm going to try to do what she showed in her video. And so that's the background on where the shade comes from. Little pricing. I got the large Huda Beauty powder. That was $39. I went to my local Sephora and they had everything. The only thing that they were low on was the powder. They had only 2 left, and I got 1 of them, so I think it's selling pretty well. And then I got the Ooh Baby. This is the faux filter, and then I got the Ube Cream, which is the blush. The faux filter is $21, and then the Ube Cream blush is $23. I think these prices went up a little bit because I thought I remember, because I have a couple of her faux filters, I can't find the pink one to compare this to. I found it and then it's probably disappeared into one of my purses, so it'll surface, but I wanted to have it for the video and I couldn't find it. But I remember paying $19 for those, and then the Ube Cream, I want to say, was $21. So it seems like those prices went up slightly. The Easy Bake Powder, I think that went up too, because I thought I remembered it being like $36, and now it's like $39. So, you know, inflation, and I feel like all these brands keep putting things up like a couple of dollars, you know, and so, you know, wish that would actually stop, because I find that luxury makeup or high-end makeup at Sephora is it's not cheap. So when it goes up, you're like, okay, not good. Anyway, so that's the pricing on it. Now, she did change up her packaging. This is her new one. This is her old one. You know, and then she's got, there's the name of the product right there. She's got the information. She's got the directions on the back here. And then the component is nice. It has the directions on the back there, but it has like a picture, and then it says Easy Bake here, and then everything is sort of rounded, and then this almost looks like 3D. So I really like the packaging. I feel like it's elevated, and if I'm gonna pay, you know, $90 for 3 products, I want to feel a little elevated. I want to feel like I paid that for it. So that is that. I'm gonna go ahead and I started to do my concealer on my eye. I should point this out because it probably looks weird. I started to film the video, and I am so not used to using a camera. I thought it was charged. It went out partway through my video. Thank goodness I wasn't that far into it, so I just decided to redo it. And then I made sure that I had enough space on my card, because the last time I didn't have enough space on my card. So these are all the things I'm trying to get used to when I just used to film on my iPhone. So I'm going to go ahead and take my glasses off, and I am going to blend in this side, because what Huda did was she showed a more rosy side of, you know, like a way to wear it, like looking more rosy, and then she did like a more brightening side. So on this side, I'm gonna do the more rosy side. So let me see if I could get this plastic off. I have to put my, hold on a second, I gotta get this plastic off of here. Okay, so I usually do that before I start videos because of how long it takes me to get it off. But here's how that's looking, and I don't know if the camera is really showing that off well, but I'm gonna pick up a little bit on my finger. It has like this sifter in here. Yeah, it's not as crazy bright as I thought it was going to be. I don't even know if you can see that on my hand. Let me see if I can get a little bit more out here. There's the shade, right? So it doesn't look like as lavender. And then when I blend it in, you can see that it's not as crazy looking as we would think. So on one side where she was doing that, you know, trying to make it look like more rosy, she picked up, I have to tip this, she made the sifter so you could just like pounce your puff in there, but I like to put it in, I like to put it on like inside the lid. Okay, so I just picked it up, I put a little bit, like I tapped it on the back of my hand, and now I am just going to put that, you know what, I missed a step, hang on a second. The first thing she did was she put the ube blush on. So here's how that's looking. Let me give you a little bit of a swatch. Ooh, this is really pretty. So there it is. So she first like tapped some of this on her cheek, and then she kind of like went in and like blended it out. Okay, so I could really see that. That's really, yeah, it's really like, I don't know, purple, lavender. It's like a very cool toned pink. Then she went in with the powder. I'm just gonna tap a little bit off the back of my hand. And then she went like right under her eye. Like she put it like really high up. Do we see a difference? I'll put some more on so I can like exaggerate it a little bit. I'm not mad at it. I think it's kind of nice. Okay, let's go in with a little bit more. And she said, so if you do this, you're gonna have more of like a rosy side, right? So you can, that's what's like, makes it a little diverse. Okay, then on this eye, I'm going to go in with concealer on this eye, and she used like a brightening concealer. I'm not doing that. I'm just using like a regular concealer. She used like 2 shades of her concealer, which looked really nice. I'm actually interested in getting the cherry pie shade. but I'm just using the Danessa Myricks because I don't have Hudas. So then on this side, she again went in with the Ube cream, and then she blended it out. Then she took like a brightening powder. So she took, I think she did peach pie because that goes more with, you know, with her her skin color, because she's like more olive and deeper than me. So there is pound cake. So then she said you can take that and then you could go right under your eye with like one of your regular loose powder shades. And then you can go back in with the Ube. Tap that off and then kind of put that like a little further down. Like kind of over the other one, but a little further down. I don't know. I don't know if I really, I don't know if I'm not doing it right. I don't really, I mean, maybe this side is a little more brighter because I have the pound cake like right, you know, where I set it. And so this side is like kind of like, I guess this is a little more rosy on this side. I didn't really see much of a difference on her skin either, but I was like, well, maybe if I do it to mine because I'm lighter than she is, I'm gonna see a difference. So, but yeah, I'm not sure which side I like more. So that's like the brightening side. And then this is the more rosy side. And maybe you could let me know if you see a difference. Either way, I think it's really pretty. I'm not mad that I got this. I think it's really nice. So that's the two ways you can wear it. I've noticed that some people are going back in with the Ube cream and then going over it again if they kind of want to like bump that up a little bit. But I feel like this on my skin tone is really coming through, so I don't feel the need to do that. Let's go ahead and try the faux filter. The other one that she had, which was Sweet Baby, or it's the pink one that's like kind of like a milky pink. That's the one that I can't locate at the moment. I guess some people didn't like the milkiness of it. They thought it was maybe a little too opaque. So she listened and she came out with a more like a lighter sheer shade. So there it is. It's really light. Let's go ahead and put this on. I already have a lip liner on. Okay, I can't see it really well when I look in the finder without my glasses, but I can kind of see it. And I could see it more when I look in the mirror ahead of me. So yeah, it feels a little bit lighter than the faux filter, like the original faux filter. Like it doesn't feel as thick. I mean, I like the other faux filter, you know, so I didn't have an issue with it, but I do feel a slight difference in the consistency. Babs Beauty, when I watched her video, she's right. I mean, I don't have anything like this in my collection. This is really unique. So I have to agree with her there on the uniqueness. She did, you know, show some other products that she thought would be similar. and she's on, you know, she said that she doesn't have anything, like she wasn't able to match anything up. I have a lot of makeup, but I tend to think that that Babs has way more than me. So for the lips though, she mentioned this Revlon, hang on, I gotta get my glasses to see this. Super Lustrous The Gloss, and the shade is Sky Pink. Oh wow, that's, yeah, this is, there's like hardly any difference. So there's the Huda right there, and there's the Revlon. See that? Yeah, that is spot on, I would say. If you don't, and I think these, you know, these are always on sale. I think I got this for like $7 at Walmart. I threw it in my order yesterday. The only blush I have that may be similar, let me see if I can find it in my blush drawer. Yeah, I found it right. That was good. I found it right away. The Juvia's Blush Lily. Let's see how that looks next to it, because this is the only one I could think of that I would, these are so pigmented. Like, you have to use like the slightest bit and you get like a ton of payoff. Okay. Yeah, these are not similar. Let me blend out the Huda and blend that one out. Yeah. So, I don't know. It's not that far off, actually. So here's the Huda, which is very light and cool. And then here's the Juvia's, and this one is Blush Lily. So, yeah, this one, I don't know, the tones are different. It's not exactly the same. It's not a dupe. But if you didn't want to spend $21 or $23 on, you know, on the Huda, then you could get the Juvia's Place. I mean, when you put them side by side, they kind of look similar, but I definitely think this is cooler. But if you wanted to get close to that look, this is warmer, I think, and a little more pink in the undertone. But the gloss, yeah, the gloss, I don't really see a difference. So if you wanted to save yourself a little bit of coin and skip this, unless you really love this formula, and you can just pick up the Super Lustrous Gloss in, this is 207 Sky Pink. This shade eluded me. I tried to get this shade a couple of times, and I did a last minute like Walmart, you know, delivery type order. It's actually my pooch's second birthday, and so I got like a bunch of stuff for her birthday. Got a cake and some, you know, like a little hat for her and a candle and stuff. And so I baked her a cake yesterday. And anyway, so I was like, I had to hit $35 to get the free shipping. And I was like, what do I, oh yeah, that gloss, let me see if they have it. And they had it in stock. So this is in and out of stock a lot. I tried CVS, they were out of stock. I tried Walmart, they were out of stock. I finally, not Walmart, Walgreens, and then I found it at Walmart, but it was sold out at Walmart for a while too. So anyway, if you wanted to save yourself a little bit of money, that you see it yourself, that it's basically the same shade. The other, the Ube cream, I would say this is unique. Like I said, maybe the Juvia's is not exactly the same, but you might be able to get the same look. But then the powder, there's nothing out there like this. Don't be afraid of this powder, because when I first saw this, I was like, I don't know if I'm gonna, that's gonna be for me, you know. It looks pretty on other people. I thought it looked good on everybody that was trying it, but I didn't know if it would really work for me. I'm gonna go ahead and wipe off the back of my hand before I wear this. But you know what? After I saw a couple of people, you know, like little reels on it. I was like, you know what? That's really pretty. And Babs Beauty, we have similar skin tone, and I thought it looked fabulous on her. So I was like, you know what? I'm going to give it a try. And then I watched Huda Beauty, her video, and I wanted to try it both ways. So here's one last look before we go wrap this up. And this is supposed to be the rosy side, and this side is supposed to be the more brightening. I see a slight difference. I think this is a little more rosy, and I can see how this side would be more brightening. But I don't know. I'll probably try it both ways and see which way I ultimately like it. But that is the end of this review, my friends. If you're not already following me, please give me a follow and join our little makeup family here. And I just want to thank you for tuning in and watching the video. I always like when you watch a video and give me your time, and I want you to know that I really appreciate it. There's more to come, and I'll see you soon.